Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today and Tarot. My name is Mel Rose. This is the Tarot portion and the second half of my daily astrology vlog, which you can check out on my other channel, Astrology Today with Mel Rose. Over there, you'll find a description of the day's astrology as I have spelled it out here. Here, I will discuss the tarot card that sits on the side of the page, and then I'll play another card that, in the context of the day's astrology, may just give us something more to think about. So let's get into it. The card that currently sits on the side of the page, I have lots of little floating pieces of paper here. The card that currently sits on the side of the page is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is here, one more day, friends, just today, because it corresponds in astrology with the second 10 days, or the second decan, of the sun's transit here in the land of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign, and Wands and Tarot represent fire element symbolism. And fire element symbolism is about motivation, action, spark, drive, even initiation or initiative. It's that restlessness that comes up when we want to take action. It's the joy we take in doing the things that help us achieve our goals. It's the goal setting itself sometimes, and also the ability to look back on our goal, on the achievements we have unlocked with pride. And so we come to the Nine of Wands here, and we see that this person can look back on a number of achievements they have unlocked with a certain amount of pride. They look a little tired. They look perhaps a little defensive. You know, they've worked hard to get all these achievements under the belt. And, you know, when you have a large plan, when you have a big goal, there are a lot of like smaller goals that you need to reach. So I think of this as like having unlocked almost all of the achievements we need to make the larger goal, right? We're at 9 out of 10 in the Wands saga in Tarot. So here we are, we're close to the finish, and we're looking back and we're thinking, gosh, I've worked hard, I've put a lot into this, I have achieved very much, I have definitely taken care of some business here, and I probably would like to take a rest. I might be a little tired right now, but I realize that there's only a little bit more way to go, and I just really want to stick with it and complete this cycle so that I can move on to the next one, right? So a little bit tired, but definitely still sort of fired up and engaging that sense of enthusiasm, that sense of determination, that sense of endurance to go the last mile, so to speak. So this is sort of like, yep, we're almost there, but we still have to stay engaged and stay passionate so that we can go ahead and complete our goal, get that final achievement unlocked. And we have the Ace of Wands, friends. So, Wands again, fire and fire, okay? We have that drive, that determination, that spark, that yearning to be able to say that we did something very good for ourselves, even very good for our families, friends, and communities. You know, the moon is in Leo, so it's really our time to shine, sort of show off what we've taken care of, what we're doing. And the Ace of Wands usually, I mean, it comes out here a lot. It comes across as a big thumbs up, a big yes, we can. Let's go ahead and do that. And, you know, Ace of Wands in the context of the page today is very appropriate, okay? We have Sun sextile Saturn on the page today. Sun is sextile to Saturn right here. It's a very cooperative vibe. They're pretty close together, and they're working together. Fire and air is working together to keep us driving forward, to keep us sort of fired up and willing to take care of business the way that we need to have the culminations that we would like to see. And so, you know, it's a good time to be practical and to go ahead and take care of business. It's a good time to, you know, listen to people when you know that they know what they're talking about, all right? Receive good counsel, and to sort of be, you know, setting aside or going around obstacles in a way that just eliminates the inefficiency in our approach, right? Like, we don't want to get slowed down. We don't want to allow anything to make us stop at this time. We just want to complete the culmination of these goals. And, you know, Moon is sextile to Mars today as well, which is very complementary to the Sun sextile Saturn, because because Mars is trine to Saturn while Sun is sextile to Saturn. You see that? So this is like excellent. The best possible vibe for getting work done is Mars trying to Saturn here. Even though Mars is retrograde and we may be having to slow down, we may be having to follow through a little bit more, we may be having to try things a couple of different times or a couple of different ways, or just sort of wait for things to develop the way they need to develop so that we can move forward. That doesn't mean that we completely stop work. It just means, that our work can still go very well. It might just slow down a little bit. We might just have to try a little bit harder, okay? But so the moon's sextile to Mars right here while Mars is trine to Saturn and the sun is sextile to Saturn. This is bringing in enthusiasm and a sense of cooperation to help us take care of that business, to help us get that work done. And that's very good. These are the best possible vibes today for, whatever it is that your goal is, whatever it is that your final outcome is that you're looking for. 9 + 1 is 10, right? We're coming to a final outcome here. Whatever that is for us, then we get to just go ahead and work on it today and have really positive, cooperative, even auspicious vibes for getting things done at this time. So in spite of any slowdowns that may come up with your fiery sense of initiative and forward motion, it's still a good day to keep plugging away at it, all right? And taken together, we have the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. And I've been advised, because I keep pulling this Ace of Wands, let's see what this is really about, okay? Because it's a go for it, right? And this one says, I'd like to slow down now. Maybe I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I really need to go for it so I can complete this cycle, right? So I can get from 9 to 10. So I'm gonna pull one more card here. Oh, the 2 of Wands. Right, so that we can begin to make more plans, because one thing that I have noticed when I'm really diligently working on something, when I really want to be able to show progress and show my success, then, when I'm really inspired about something that I'm working on, there are like 1,000 little tangents my brain will go off on about how we could make this bigger, how we could do this better, how if I would just complicate matters a little bit more, if I make some new plans, I could do so much more with this thing that I'm culminating. But sometimes, to get from our point A to our point Z there are some things that we would like to do that we have to leave out. There are some things that we would like to include, some other plans we'd like to make that we have to just say, maybe next time, friend, okay? So we want to come to this culmination because we're already inspired to do other things. We've already built up all this experience and unlocked all of these achievements, and it's just inspiring us, it's firing us up, it's driving us to want to do something more, maybe do something different, maybe, get on to the next big plan, right? Because once we culminate this plan, we have like a 6 of Wands moment where everybody gets to celebrate what we did, and we get to celebrate ourselves and feel great about it, and then we get to get back to work, right? So this is like getting back to work. Here we are finishing up one thing that has inspired us, that has driven us, and that we want to complete, and so we're going to keep working to complete it. And once we have completed it, then we will be empowered again to make more plans, to look again into the future rather than into the past. And I believe that's all I have to say about it today, friends. So much fire on the page, okay? Take advantage of that fire and the way it's linking up with Saturn to help us do work and to just establish positive results for ourselves in the world. My name is Mel Rose. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today and Tarot.